Hello there my fellow notebook aficionados and welcome back to Taiwan. Even though our trip is almost over and it's almost time for us to pack our bags and make our way back to Germany, there is still a lot to talk about. MSI, for example, might have been busy already at CES, but they also had some interesting new notebooks to show during Computex. So they invited us to their booth on the show floor and sponsored today's video, so we could tell you in a little more detail what you can buy quite soon and what will be available later this year. And amongst other things, we are talking about the first Intel Lunar Lake-powered handheld here. In addition, they also let me play around with the Stealth 18 Studio for a while, which was amongst my personally most anticipated notebooks since I saw it for the first time in Vegas earlier this year. And if you are into cars, well, the slim but mighty 18-incher got a little bit of a visual makeover here in Taipei. But as always, let's start at the beginning. Being on the show floor, it's really hard to miss MSI's booth, and amongst the whole stack of products ranging from motherboards to GPUs to cases and monitors, you can find notebooks in all shapes and sizes. Unfortunately, behind glass, we have been able to get a first glimpse at the upcoming Lunar Lake lineup, which should be available within the next few months. And alongside the Summit 13 AI Plus Evo, a super slim and lightweight everyday 2-in-1 companion for the business folk, the Prestige series is going to be refreshed in a total of 3 sizes. Combining lightweight chassis, massive batteries, high-res webcams and premium displays, these notebooks will be your perfect all-day everything companions, keeping you entertained and connected with the upcoming new mobile CPU architecture. For us gamers, there are some good things coming as well when it comes to Lunar Lake, since MSI also announced the first handheld being powered by the new Silicon's updated GPU, the Claw 8. The chunky handheld provides a bit more screen real estate than its smaller brother and features improved ergonomics and connectivity with an additional Thunderbolt 4 port and more tactile shoulder buttons. Unfortunately, this puppy was also behind glass, but it will definitely be interesting to try this one out and see how much of a difference the new CPU architecture can make for gamers on the go. Speaking of the Claw, MSI's original mobile gaming console got the Special Edition treatment with a pretty sweet looking Fallout 4 skin. So if the nostalgia got you as well after watching the show, this is the perfect opportunity to get back into this series and style. But that's not the only special edition MSI showed off during Computex, and while we recently reviewed the AMG styled Stealth 16 Studio, which has been upgraded to Intel's Meteor Lake platform and to a much faster 240Hz OLED, the 18-inch sibling also got a visual overhaul. Not only do we get some pretty fancy looking materials and automotive branding all around, especially this carbon fiber like palm rest, which looks pretty wild if you ask me, but once more the gamers amongst you will appreciate these stylized keycaps for the WASD buttons. When it comes to specs, the Stealth 18 Studio can keep up with its fast looks, with Nvidia's RTX 4080 and Core Ultra 9 providing enough horsepower for your favorite games and work. And while we are at the subject of work and games, as I mentioned, I was pretty keen on trying the Stealth 18 Studio myself, since I'm a pretty big fan of the new form factor, and in addition I think the combination of a fast Meteor Lake CPU, powerful GPU and a gorgeous 4K 120Hz mini LED panel could be a great option for my personal content creation workflows. If you prefer something a little more portable without sacrificing performance or battery life, we have also seen a few AMD Strixpoint powered notebooks. Once more, the Stealth A16 and Creator A16 combine the new CPUs with RTX GPUs to accelerate your games and favorite content creation applications. Very much like with their Intel-powered counterparts, the new Silicon is wrapped in a sturdy yet lightweight chassis with subtle branding and streamlined looks, to have you covered in school, uni, at work, in the office or the boardroom, or at home for all of your after-work gaming shenanigans. I am personally quite interested to get my hands on the Stealth, since that matte black chassis and especially the 4K 120Hz mini LED do look quite interesting, I have to admit. The Prestige A16 is also pretty exciting since it omits the dedicated GPU to solely focus on AMD's next-gen iGPU, which should still be more than capable enough for some everyday computing and casual gaming. The sleek 60-incher alongside its more business-oriented sibling, the Summit A16, will have you covered with a premium chassis that won't weigh you down and large batteries to keep you going all day away from the wall. Last but not least, MSI also announced the new Modern series, which also comes in 13, 14 and 15 inch and focuses on a more affordable computing experience for the boardroom and all of your study needs at the same time, with comfortable keyboards and solid connectivity. Alright folks, that was quite a lot to take in, and I barely scratched the surface of what MSI has in store for us for the rest of the year. For example, I also spotted some pretty interesting upgrades for some existing models, like the Radar 18HX, which will apparently be available with AMD's Ryzen 7945HX3D and a QHD panel, which should make it a very capable competitive gaming machine. But that should be it for today. If you want to read up on anything I just talked about, please make sure to check out MSI's website. Thanks a ton for watching, a massive shout out to MSI for sponsoring today's video, and as always, make sure to hit that like and sub button on your way out. And for more about tech and everything around Computex right here in Taipei, please have a look at our latest videos.